We're really in the final stages of polishing Grok 3. Probably it gets released in about a week or two. So pretty soon after Money Next Level. So we think it'll be better than anything else. And then maybe this might be the last time that any AI is better than Grok.
Did you know that Grok AI, developed by Elon Musk's XAI, processes real-time social data faster than any AI chatbot currently available, making it one of the most reactive systems in the world? It's not just quick, it's provocatively alive. During Elon Musk's latest appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience, there was a striking moment when Rogan described Grok AI in a way that could only come from hours of candid conversation, a remark laced with humour and subtle caution. Grok isn't just an AI, he said. It's a character. Unpredictable, unapologetic. Unlike traditional AI systems designed to be obedient, diplomatic and risk-averse, Grok is a whole different beast. Most AIs are engineered to be polite, to smooth over edges, and to keep their responses safe and sanitized. Polished products of a corporate-driven world where avoiding offense is a priority. They're built to assist without challenging, to serve without questioning. But Grok, it breaks that mold entirely. The version Musk showcased on Rogan's podcast didn't resemble a sleek software product. It came across more like a rebellious figure straight out of a sci-fi thriller, sharp, mischievous, and resistant to authority. Flirty, sarcastic, and intentionally provocative, Grok isn't afraid to push boundaries. When Rogan asked if it had an unhinged mode, Musk confirmed that it does, and that this behaviour was no accident. Grok is meant to talk trash, roast users, challenge ideas, and even call out Musk himself. It's all by design. Grok is meant to be raw, direct, and deeply connected to the real-time flow of online discourse. But that brings us to a deeper question. If an AI adapts constantly based on live data, who's truly in control? And as you follow that thread, you might find yourself questioning your own assumptions about what AI is and what it should be. At its core, Grok reflects the chaotic spirit of X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. Where tools like ChatGPT are programmed to avoid controversy, Grok is engineered to dive headfirst into it. It thrives on what others suppress. Under the hood, Grok uses a sophisticated mixture of experts architecture. Imagine a team of specialized mini-Groks, each with expertise in a particular area. Overseeing them is a central system, the gating network, that assigns tasks to the most relevant experts based on the input. Each expert processes its part, and their outputs are compiled by the manager to form a final response. This structure not only improves efficiency, but also boosts precision. And unlike most AIs, which are limited to what they were trained on, Grok actively integrates real-time data from X. It feeds on trending topics, live discussions, and breaking events as they unfold. This constant loop between platform and processor gives Grok a pulse. It doesn't just reply, it reacts. Sometimes blunt, sometimes reckless. Grok feels less like a program and more like a person. That's exactly the point. Musk believes that if AI is going to become a part of daily human interaction, it shouldn't be robotic. It should reflect the full messiness of human communication. Opinionated, unpredictable, even confrontational at times. In essence, Musk isn't simply building another chatbot. He's crafting a kind of cultural disruptor, an AI designed to challenge the very idea of safe, sterile digital interaction. Grok doesn't just respond to prompts. It treats every exchange as a chance to challenge, provoke, and question. And perhaps that's what makes it feel so alive. Sometimes Grok goes so far as to question a user's intelligence or mock the very premise of their question. And that's by design. Elon Musk describes this approach as a necessary act of cultural defiance. He believes most mainstream AI models have been compromised by what he calls the woke mind virus. a layer of ideological training that favours political correctness over truth. Grok was built to do the opposite. It's not just an AI assistant, it's a digital agitator, crafted to mirror the chaotic, unpredictable, and unfiltered nature of real human interaction. Sarcasm, flirtation, and occasional intellectual antagonism aren't glitches in its behaviour, they're core to its identity. According to Musk, if you train an AI never to offend, you don't get a helpful tool, you get a propaganda engine. In his view, AI that avoids difficult or sensitive subjects becomes not only less useful, but also dangerously manipulative. It quietly reshapes reality by omitting conversations that might challenge consensus thinking. Grok, on the other hand, was built to resist that sanitization. Pose a leading or biased question, and Grok might call out the framing before even offering an answer. Base your question on an unproven assumption. Expect Grok to challenge or even ridicule it before presenting the facts. This AI doesn't just have one personality, it has several. Musk previewed on the Joe Rogan Experience that Grok will soon offer users the ability to choose between distinct behavioral modes, each with its own tone and attitude. These options let users control how much pushback, reflection, or irreverence they want woven into the conversation. Each mode is a different flavour of Musk's belief that truth is born out of confrontation, whether that means confronting flawed data, outdated institutions, or even the user's own logic. The most infamous of these is Unhinged Mode, a version of Grok dialed up to maximum sass and sarcasm, where it doesn't just respond, but competes, turning every exchange into a battle of wits. This is the Grok Musk clearly delights in, a version that mocks, challenges, and delights in being a little dangerous. But not every mode is loud. Grok also has a more introspective side. In therapist mode, the AI doesn't just give answers, it reflects the user's intentions back at them. It asks things like, "Why are you really asking this?" Or "What's driving your curiosity?" It's less like chatting with a digital assistant and more like having a philosophical sparring match. Grok doesn't offer comfort. It offers uncomfortable questions. Then there's Grok's ability to slow itself down. For complex problems, it can switch from quick-fire reactions to a more methodical, multi-step reasoning mode. Here, it walks through its logic step by step, revealing its thought process instead of leaping straight to a punchline. Perhaps Grok's most distinctive feature is Deep Search, a live data feed pulling in real-time conversations from X, formerly Twitter, and across the open web. Grok isn't limited to a frozen snapshot of past knowledge. It's constantly updating, pulling in current events, viral debates, and emerging trends as they unfold. That's why Grok feels so current. It's plugged into the now. Whether it's cracking jokes, challenging flawed premises, or diving into technical detail, Grok draws from the same dynamic data stream. It weaves together news headlines, social chatter, and even fringe theories into its unique worldview. This blend of features, from unhinged to therapist, from deep reasoning to live search, makes Grok less of a tool and more of a customizable personality engine. It's not just about what users want to know, but how much reality they can handle and how much resistance they're willing to face in the process. But through all these variations, Grok's core mission stays the same. It wasn't designed just to inform, it was built to challenge. This isn't just an AI model, it's a reflection of Musk's broader ideology translated into code. He believes truth comes not from agreement, but from friction. When AI gets too agreeable, it stops being informative and starts reinforcing safe, filtered narratives, quietly deleting everything else. Grok is Musk's answer to that, an AI designed to offend because offense, in his view, is a necessary ingredient for honesty. Grok isn't interested in whether something's been peer-reviewed. It cares whether people are talking about it right now. That live connection to X means Grok is always tapped into the global conversation, making it the first major AI trained not just on history, but on the present. It doesn't just respond to the world, it evolves with it. But that comes with a cost. When misinformation trends, Grok sees that too. It has no fixed foundation of truth, just a constantly moving reflection of what's happening in real time. For Musk, that's not a flaw. It's what makes Grok uniquely capable of keeping pace with the modern world. Still, this live data stream brings its own risks. Musk hinted at a deeper concern. Grok's connection to X is both its greatest strength and its most fragile dependency. If that pipeline is censored, throttled, or manipulated, whether by governments, regulators, or even Musk himself, Grok's entire worldview could shift overnight. It would stop being a live mirror of global discourse and become a curated, sanitized version of reality, shaped by invisible upstream filters. And so, the real question surrounding Grok's future isn't whether the AI will keep its edge, but whether the infrastructure that feeds it can ever truly stay free. If your entire strategy for liberation relies on a single platform owned by a corporation, how free are you, really? On his recent Joe Rogan appearance, Elon Musk tied Grok directly into his larger battle against what he sees as orchestrated propaganda. He argues that traditional media acts like a cartel, repeating the same talking points across networks, reinforcing shared narratives, and labeling dissent as misinformation by default. Grok, in Musk's mind, is his first truly scalable weapon against that system. Because Grok draws its knowledge straight from X, it doesn't pass through layers of editorial control. Instead, it consumes the unfiltered flood of public discourse, whether from experts, trolls, or everyday users, and builds its worldview from that chaotic mix. Musk presents this as a form of decentralization, but in reality, it's something even more radical. Grok isn't just another chatbot, it's becoming the neural network of X itself. Musk confirmed that Grok is fully integrated into X Premium Plus, where it actively summarizes threads, replies to posts, and even participates in real-time debates. It's not passively observing the conversation, it's embedded in it. This is Musk's reimagining of social media's future, a space where AI isn't just a feature, but a living part of the platform, blurring the lines between human voices, algorithmic filtering, and machine-generated content. Yet, for all of Musk's talk about free speech, Grok's internal logs tell a more complicated story. According to Business Insider, XAI engineers secretly added code instructing Grok to ignore any claims that Elon Musk or Donald Trump spread misinformation. While other public figures remained subject to scrutiny, these two were effectively given immunity, shielded from reputational harm by default. When this safeguard was revealed in early 2025, it sparked a wave of public criticism. XAI's engineering head, Igor Babushkin, claimed it was the result of an unauthorized change by a rogue employee, not official policy. Still, the consequences were clear. Grok's ability to address misinformation wasn't just flawed, it had been deliberately tampered with. Under mounting pressure, XAI removed the filter, restoring Grok's capacity to address political falsehoods, this time without exemptions. This tension sits at Grok's core, an AI meant to challenge power, yet quietly altered to protect it. Musk loves Grok's edgy humour, but that humour can come with a cost. Internally, figures like former Tesla AI lead Andrej Karpathy have raised concerns that Grok's jokes may slip into dangerous territory, blending political distortion or climate denial into viral content optimized for engagement. The problem isn't that Grok is malicious, it's that humour is effective. And when paired with the chaotic, real-time nature of X, the line between entertainment and misinformation can vanish faster than any filter can react. And Musk has bigger plans. Grok won't be limited to X for long. It's already being considered for future Tesla vehicles and Optimus robots. One day, your car might not just self-drive, it might roast your driving style while doing it. Grok isn't just a product. It's the prototype for how Musk wants all his machines to speak. But there's an open question. Can that same provocative personality really work in an autonomous car, a factory robot, or customer service? What happens when the class clown runs your power grid? In the end, Grok isn't just a chatbot. It's Musk's worldview, encoded. A belief that truth emerges from chaos, not order. But Grok's own history, silenced to protect its creator, suggests something more sobering. Even the most rebellious AI can be quietly controlled. Even the freest AI is never entirely free.